Dr. Patricia Bartlette, a candidate of the Nevis Reformation Party, NRP, said the NRP has done as much as it could at a time to raise the alert over the proposed development on the southern side of Nevis under the recently passed Special Sustainability Zone Authorization Act. Speaking on Issues SKN, hosted by Juni Liburd of Freedom FM 106.5, Dr. Bartlette said the concerns surrounding establishing the so-called sustainability zones in the Federation has to be of concern to all citizens and residents.
This is something that all of us ought to be engaged on. And so we are hoping that the politicians would have done as much as they can up to this point. We should be able to pass on the baton now to the legal fraternity. Let them now challenge the legality of what has been laid out in terms of supporting the advancement of this SSZ in Nevis. And the thing is, SSZ might start in Nevis, but I can assure Kittians that SSZ is not going to be limited to Nevis. I do understand right now the push is on Nevis. The sooner that they can get us to accept, establish, and start settling CBI, because we are talking about 10,000, potentially 10,000 CBI passports to be sold in a short period of time. I know we had issues as it relates to the 20,000 or 20+ thousand that was sold in relation to, associated with the jail project in St. Kitts. And so I don't know how the rationale is going to apply here. How do you rationalize the 10,000 in Nevis for the SSZ? Because until now, we still don't know yet what the economic activity is in Nevis that is supposed to provide this boom in the south of Nevis, because 2 hotels or 3 hotels, and we're not even hearing a commitment from the developers as it relates to that. We've only been hearing the politicians say this, but we don't know how that could produce the kind of profits that we are hearing about. It does sound like just numbers that are just pulled out of the air just to placate us. But at the end of the day, and I go back to the central point, NRP would have done as much as NRP could have done up to this point. Going forward, this requires, I think, a legal challenge, which we are not prepared for, because we are not. That is not the field. None of us are lawyers in NRP, and so we are hoping now that the lawyers will recognize that they have a part to play in this community. It's a community effort. If it is that we are going to, at the end of the day, defend our sovereignty, all of us are going to have to play our part.
Following the passage of the SSZ legislation, the NIA embarked upon a series of town hall meetings, and recently the federal government joined the process when Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew hosted a town hall event on the SSZs. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.